What's going on, guys? Just setting up the stream. Working on a fun one today for the homie Boshi. This is round 2 for Boshi. We did a really cool like anime build that I featured on the YouTube channel not that long ago. But yeah, today we're gonna be working on a Marvel vs. Capcom build for him. So this should be pretty fun. Try to get some more light for us guys. One sec. Yeah. All right, there we go. Got a little bit more light. What's good? Yo, who is it? Is that Juno? Is that you? Who is that? Yo, Taco, what up? Sorry I haven't been streaming over the last week. I really didn't stream just because I was in between a batch of commissions. So basically I finished that massive batch of commissions that I had done. You know, I was like streaming every day for like that whole week, knocking out commissions. And then you know, obviously I gotta take a break, number one, and then number two, I have to get the next set of commissions kind of prepped up, meaning I had to do like the artwork and stuff. So that's basically where I was. All right, no problem, Skills. Yo, Skills, you guys can hear me? The mic's sounding all right? Let me know if the mic's all right. I haven't had the stream set up in a minute, so I haven't really like gotten all my settings dialed in just yet. So we're just peeling off the paper protection right now. Sounds good? Okay, cool. Music's pumping. All right, man. Go handle that call, bro. Skills always got a call, man. What you guys up to? Borico, what are you doing, bro? Taco, what are you doing? Okay, so we got this all peeled off. Rightio. I'll give you a quick sneak peek of the build. Let me see if I can get this on. So yeah, this is Marvel vs. Capcom theme. Marvel vs. Capcom, right? So got that. Let me put this away over here. Changing an ice maker? What the hell? That's mad random. All right, here we go. So that's the top. Put like, it's a little mix between like Marvel 2, the new game, and then we kind of like peppered in all the very specific Marvel vs. Capcom series, you know, where they're actually both in there. Even though the game started with like Marvel superheroes, but I put all the Marvel vs. Capcom games where they're both in the game. Here's the side. Maintenance technician, nice, man. And then that's the bottom. And also, main theme is Wolverine versus Akuma. That's the main theme as well. Forgot to mention that. All right. So that's basically what we're working with today, guys. All right, bet. Let's keep going. We are doing the guitar strap. Got the Marvel to Capcom. Oh yeah, we had to. We had to put Marvel's Capcom Evo in the cut. You know what I mean? All right, so we are going to be installing custom guitar strap, so we can carry this thing. There we go. I need this guy right here. It's the most important part. Nice idea, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna have like a carry strap for the guitar. So I'm just gonna get the piece that I need. which is basically like the, there we go, this guy right here. And I don't actually need this middle piece. I don't need these middle screws. These screws can go bye-bye. Put this away. Actually, I don't even have my tools here, guys. Okay. So this is the whole guitar piece that needs to get... I need to send this along to the client. Actually, let me give him the screws back. I'll give him the screws in case he wants to actually use this on the guitar or something like that. Gotta stay strapped. Word up, man. Alright. So that's good. I'm actually going to park these right over here. Okay. Let's start with... Oh, I'm a clown. I didn't get everything. How is this fight stick building itself? I can't see anyone here. You talking about the camo, bro? Yeah, I even got camo. I don't know if you guys can see this. I got camo kicks on. What's up, Junction? How are you, brother? So the guitar strap that we bought for the client isn't here yet. It's on its way. So I can't ship this until I get the strap. It's supposed to come today. I did order it via Amazon. But yeah, I haven't gotten it yet. Okay, so here's the prints for the sides. What's up, James? Am I free this weekend? I don't believe so. What's up? But let me know what's happening, Virgo. I don't really think so. Hey Corey, what's up, man? So far so good. You guys have a good weekend? We got an event at the movie theater Saturday. Just send me the info in Discord, bro. And if I happen to free up, at least I got something to do. I think my mom Duke got something planned, so I'm not 100% sure. You got a tournament going on? Hey Chowder, what's up, bro? Chowder, I shipped your stuff already this morning. I knew I had to do this build today, and I didn't have much time. Yeah, Chowder, I didn't have enough time today, so I actually stayed up till 1 a.m. and finished your order last night. Yeah, I did that order like very meticulously, just like, you know, I printed out the list and like went right down the line, made sure I got everything right. But yeah, we needed to do this build today. Yeah, so I definitely put in some overtime last night. Shipped out 2 orders, 2 DIY orders yesterday. One was Chowder, and then we did a dub plate this morning. That one I was able to sneak in the morning, so I can actually squeeze in this stream today. It's coming on Monday. Yeah, I mean I usually ship it UPS expedited overseas. Number one, it comes pretty quick, especially to the UK. And then number two, it's like if I shipped it regular, it takes weeks. If I shipped it like using the postal service here in the US, it'll take weeks, bro. So I'll pay the extra. Actually, it's even the same price or more. No, I don't know. It's about the same, and it's like, why wouldn't you pay for the faster service, you know, for just a couple bucks more if it is. Crazy, bro. I did start a little bit of the peels for you, Chowder, but you gotta understand, I'm not trying to ship stuff like that. That was a big ask, bro. I'm probably not gonna do that again. Because it's a big risk. I don't want things getting scratched on the way, you know? I'm probably not gonna do that again. Alright, Virgo, thank you so much, man. Thank you for that. Let's see. Last week? No, this week? Last weekend we had Iron Grid over at NJIT. I got, man, I got taken up by Spaceboy, my own teammate, the person I sponsor. And I just was shy of, top 8. I think I was out at 13th, and I lost to D-Buzz. Shout out to D-Buzz. Plays Aki, like, very strangely compared to all the Akis I played, so I got, like, was kind of overwhelmed. But he's a really strong player. He's also a really good Smash player, if you guys don't know D-Buzz. So I think I got 13th out of 64 people with Dalsim. Not so bad, right? And then on Sunday, I got second place at Fighter's Recess. I lost a Space Boy. I on that one again. But he like I almost beat Space Boy at Iron Grid, right? But you know how Space Boy is. You know how top players be. They'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna let that happen again. And they got waxed the second game. But you know, because he's the homie, he let me know like what I should be doing. Yo, Blockbuster John, what's good? Blockbuster John, what's up in LA, man? Is there anything popping in LA? Low key, man, I want to go out to Cali for like a week. Maybe like a long weekend. I would like to spend maybe like 2 days. 2 days in the Bay. And then 2 days in LA, then like go home. Maybe like, you know. But I would love to line it up with some like fighting game events that I can go to. You know? Alright, this is left, right? So, left. Okay, guys. So, this is where we're going to put in the guitar strap mod. Okay. So, low-key kind of impressed by the spot. SCR and NCR? Hey, Danny, what's up, bro? Yo, In-N-Out's not that good, bro. Every station's recorded? What? Yeah, I'm gonna say it, bro. In-N-Out's not that good. It's like regular. Like, there's so many craft burger spots now that it makes In-N-Out irrelevant. They just need some commentators. Burgers are fire for the price. Danny, when you get my age and have eaten your share of delicious food, you will understand what I'm saying. It's good when you're broke and you just eat fast food. It's fine. But, you know what I mean? As you get to my age, you start enjoying better food, and then you realize all the crap you were eating when you're young is actually trash. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's alright. It's not that good. Yeah, it's good for the price. But so is a lot of things, you know? It's fine. It's not that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the novelty of it. Being that we don't have it here in the East Coast. So there's that. I'll give you that. But I ain't trying to go to Cali to have In-N-Out. Is that the one in Boston, Danny? I'm not going, man. I think I got plans. Plus, I FGC'd it all last weekend. And, you know, I'm not trying to do that to my family. I'm not trying to be like, yeah, I'm just going to go to fighting game tournaments the whole weekend for the whole summer. You know what I mean? That's pretty shitty. What's UG? Oh, Uptown Gaming. Oh, okay. I don't know. I've never went. I never went, so. I'll say this: I've never seen Shake Shack or a Five Guys that's packed as any In and Out. I guess. All I'm saying, like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not like okay, I got to make a trip to Cali just to have In and Out burger. $500 pop bonus. Damn. Five Guys is pretty good for fast food. It's just shit is expensive. Yeah, Five Guys is pretty good. I don't know. Five Guys is like more of like a burger. It's like I wouldn't consider it fast food because they're not really set up as a fast food spot. They're like a burger chain, you know, versus like a fast food spot. What's up, Lux? Thanks again for that phone, man. Yeah, no problem, bro. I had to do it. I saw the art. I was like, hold up, man. I got to do some funny shit for this. Also makes me want to sit on the throne afterwards. Facts. See, I can't go to Five Guys anymore. I haven't been there for like over a decade. The reason why is because my daughter, actually both my daughters, but my oldest daughter is actually pretty allergic to peanuts. So you know how they cook everything in peanut oil over there? So I can't even like bring it home or nothing like that. So I'm not trying to mess around. Sazhop with the follow. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. All right, so we have the sides going on, guys, and these little protruding things are the posts for the guitar straps. I'm actually gonna super bolt this down. Hold up, let me like get that bolted down really good. There we go. So these are guitar strap mods. Extra nuts, word. So left side, right side, like that. Okay, so guitar strap is done. The button sides, and then this is the USB side. Okay. Marvel vs. Capcom style. Alrighty. Let's go populate this stuff. Let me go grab the buttons first. Let me check my reference on the screen. Let's get that going. Okay, so this is the left side. So I need the one with Zangief in the middle. Oh no, wait. This is wrong. Oh, it's this way. Alright, so I have that on my screen, guys. Yeah, Eugenio, what's up, man? I would look. Five Guys wraps their burgers in foil, which turns them into mush. I have this spot by my crib called White Manna. White Manna is like one of the original mini burger sliders spots in the country. It even won awards. Like if you look it up, it's been on like Food Network, all that good stuff. So yeah, White Manna. I'll take White Manna over any of that stuff any day. People always comment on the fries because they give so much, but they aren't even good. Yeah, they just like fill up a bag, right? Not even all that. All right, hold up. I'm getting mixed here, guys. I see Yoon. Karen. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to line up the artwork with the buttons on the screen, guys. So that's why I'm like, I keep looking at my screen. Just make sure it lines up properly. My wife's favorite burger. And they serve breakfast and pies. Where I live, we have a diner chain called Nations. Where do you live? You know? That sounds cool. Okay. Buttons are in on this side, guys. Sorry, it's kind of like reflections killing this right here. There we go. I'll do that. East Bay. Okay, in Bay Area. Nice. Again, hypey in the Bay Area. Okay. We need a USB port and some of the 3D printed jammy jams. Let's see. What do we have here? I'm grabbing all my parts. I just have them back here, guys. They're chilling back here. Okay. So we're going to build out the USB port. Specifically in the East Bay. Nations is not in SF or Silicon Valley. Wow. Sounds like the owner got some beef with the... You know what I mean? Sounds like, man, fuck San Francisco. Roro. All right, guys, we are going to build out this USB port, but I made a fancy one. Oh, you fancy, huh? We made a fancy one. We 3D printed out 2 different colors. So it's going to be matching blue for the rim, and then insert's going to be yellow. So we're going to build that out right now. All right, first and foremost, you have to reverse this. Nutric likes to ship these a certain way. Okay. So we got to flip this upside down. See that? You just unscrew it and then it just comes back together the right way. So you want to have the USB-B side facing out. That's how most of the connections are. I mean, you could do it the other way, but you're going to have a hard time finding components to connect to the PCB the other direction. So it's just USB. It's basically just a USB pass-through. Okay, so I'm going to re-bolt this back together. Okay. And then we're going to pop the 3D printed insert in first. So I'm going to do the clean side first. Let me do that. Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay, so then I'm going to push this in.
Katana 107, bring it.
Hey, Katana, what up, man? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Apologies again, guys, for having been streaming so much. I literally have been in the cut. I've been working on the graphics for these builds all last week. I have 3 builds to knock out. Yeah, I got 3 builds to knock out in the next couple days. Actually, it's probably going to stretch till next week because I'm kind of waiting on parts for one of them. Yeah. So, yeah, you'll see some stuff. Honestly, I think I've been going a little too ham. I don't know if you guys, like, okay, I think this build right now is number 36 for the year. That's insane, right? I did 36 fight sticks already for the year. This is 36, and then so basically I will have 38 by the time this batch is done. And then I have like 3 people already like queued up so man, we're gonna hit 40 in a little bit, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do batch of 3 and then just work kind of a little slower because I'm getting kind of burnt out, guys. Like I've been working until like almost midnight every day, midweek, like 8 a.m. to midnight, because not only do I have to do these builds, I obviously have to do the graphics and all that other stuff and make the enclosures, but I also just have to fulfill all the orders on my website. You know, like I don't just do builds all day. I have to ship people's enclosures out. People order prints for the dub. I have like other print services like for Hot 42. I have 3D printed items like that people buy. I have all this other stuff. And so by the time I finish my day, it's been like really exhausting. Like I basically just take breaks for when I need to eat and like spend a little bit of time with my family. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go on vacation. I just need to, yeah, but I need to like slow my pace down with the commissions, because I think the commissions is what actually bogs down my time, because there's so much I need to get done for commissions, you know? Yeah, I might have to close my shop for a little bit, you know? And like maybe I could use it to like restock and inventory a little bit. I definitely need an intern, bro, but the problem with that Kinetic is that everything is here in my house. So it'll just be super awkward to just have a fucking random stranger in my house every day, you know? And plus, like, my kids are around and everything. It's summertime, you know? So if I had a little office, that would kind of be dope, but I'm not trying to pay for that. Okay, guys, before we move on, let's build out the lever. I think that's the game plan. Let's see. I have a box of parts here. I do have some Freak Mods. I have some Freak Mods stuff. I just don't know where it is. Hold on. Got too much gear here. Okay, I found it. We're going to be doing some interesting builds coming up. Because we also have to do... Not only are we doing, like, the guitar strap mod, we're also doing... What do you call it? The LED screens that you can control the brick boards with. We're going to be doing that. Also, you know what we're doing today, guys? We're installing the new Gravity KT buttons. Chamba Gravity KT buttons. Those are the ones with the adjustable heights. I'll show you guys in a second when we get to that point. But let me build out this lever first. Okay, here we go. So this is the JLF that we're using. Yo, honestly, I started switching back to the stock JLF versus the JLX. Just because, like, first of all, they already discontinued the JLX and moved on to the JLX 2. I think, like, people really just like the feel of the JLF better. So it's like, why mess with success right now? You know what I mean? Why, like, we're waiting for Sanwa to figure out, like, how to master the next version of their stick. But, I mean, I'm going to use the old master while they figure that out. Yeah, I'll show you guys in a second, man. Oh, Lucky, they're really good. Like, but I haven't played on them yet. I'm just telling you this from my perspective of, what do you call it? Of just taking them out of the package and putting the artwork in. They feel really good, and like it's easy to kind of change the you know, the heights to have the faster activation. That's really easy to do, so that's not like the issue. And I just haven't played with them yet. I guess we'll test them later, but I'll bring up a little bit of the complications that I know are going to happen in a little bit. Complications as in, like, it adds a variable. I'll give you an example. We're doing artwork with we're doing buttons with artwork in it, right? Okay. So obviously they have the artwork here, right? Now think about this. Because you have to rotate the cap to change the actuation points, right? Your artwork will be off sync. Think about that. I was thinking about that while I was putting the artwork in. I'm like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how are we gonna, like, if you do button artwork, it's always going to be off if you leave it on a certain setting. So I'm just going to default them to the middle, which is setting number 2, which is like the typical Gravity feel. Unless someone tells me, hey, can you set it on like the fastest setting and leave it on that and align the artwork to the fastest setting. So that's what we got right now. That's like one of the weird parts. The other thing is that the diameter of the artwork isn't the same as the Gravity KS. So now I had to remeasure the diameter of the button cap. Yeah. I did see the one frame buttons. They're okay. I'm not like super, you know what I mean? It's not really. Honestly, I don't like the way they feel. I don't like the how should I say this? I don't want to press a mouse click key. I don't want to press a mouse click key to press a button. I want to press a button. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't feel like I'm playing a fighting game. It feels like I'm typing on a MacBook. Hold on, guys. And I play a character that if you activate too fast, if I activate something too fast, like if I press one button faster than the other, I get punished like crazy. I'm talking about like Dawson Float. Alright guys, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually getting a dust washer ready. I have my custom for the dub dust washer, getting that ready. You know what? I also need my light. Hold on. Guys, I feel like I've been going blind lately. Like, I'm definitely getting a lot older, and I guess I'm turning into, I don't know what's called, if you have trouble seeing near, is that farsightedness or nearsightedness? I heard it's the opposite, like far side. There we go. Let me just bring this light over, so I have a little light for myself. I use this at my dining room table sometimes when it's like, when I want a little bit light at night, and I don't want to blast the lights. If you can't see close, it's farsightedness. Yeah, I noticed in the last like month or two, I've been like having trouble seeing close. When it never was a problem before. I always had crispy vision, but like I guess I'm getting old, and I know that happens when you get older because the muscles in your eye that like contract between like near and far, they just don't, they're not as elastic. So as you get older, they just get weaker and weaker. Okay, guys, so we have made one of our dust washers. Ooh, I almost dropped it. Godlike. Or the dub dust washer. You can't see far. So I had surgery when I was younger. I had a LASIK when I was younger. And that was probably the best money I've spent. But I think I've out... And that was when I was in my 20s. Which is, at this point, a really long time ago. You know? But now... I think I've outlived the effectiveness of it. Yo, look at this ball top. Holy crap, this is so nice. It's like yellow, greenish. Oh, wait, I messed up already. I'm supposed to put the dust cover on. I'm so excited to put the ball top on. You're near, you can't see far? Okay, so... Yeah, I don't know. I guess I gotta go get it checked out. I haven't been to the eye doctor in God knows how long, man. But I feel like I need a lot of light up close now. I heard LASIK can go bad after a long time. Got to update, I think. Yeah, so yeah, I definitely had LASIK. Yeah, it's really nice, right? Woo! Definitely Marvel vs. Capcom colors, right? So nice. Okay. It's so nice. Very nice. Okay. This is garbage. Actually, no, wait. I'm going to save this. We need to take this apart. Where are my tools? Got it. Okay. Okay, we're going to remove the shaft. Pop in the Freak Mod shaft. Replace the E-clip. C-clip, E-clip, whatever you want to call it. I am missing my... Where's my pliers at? Damn it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we have the detachable lever on, and that's going to be our lever setup. Very nice. Okay. All right. Let me pack this gentleman's old shaft. Pause. His tool. His tool and his shaft. Looks like candy. Yeah, it looks good, right? Alright. Alright. This is gonna go in the send to customer pile. Nice. So we got the side set up. We have the lever good to go. I think we could start working on the main panel. So let me park all these goodies over here so I have some space to work. And we will continue on the build, guys. Okay, main panel. Let's get the main sub panel going. If I can find it, I can find it. Here we go. Okay. Guys, I don't know what the weather's like by you guys, but here on the East Coast, man, it's been like 102 every day. Like, am I in Arizona? Like, what is happening right now? It's been, like, ridiculous. Like, fear for my life hot, you know? I was walking around New York City on Monday. Oh my god, it was like, between, like, the cars and, you know, actually, like, no wind because there's so many buildings and whatnot. It was kind of terrible. Dude, it's hot, man. I don't know if you guys are still on that no global warming, you know, tip. Yeah, you gotta, I don't know, you gotta check yourself, man. It's definitely been ridiculously hot. A little bit of the residue from the glue got stuck here. I'm gonna clean that off a little bit nicer. One sec, guys. There we go. You trying to go to the park? Hey, what's up, Spets? Yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't really been on stream at all. Kind of just haven't been feeling like it. Also, just kind of in between projects, so. Yeah, but we here today. Spets, are you did you move yet? Are you not in the UK anymore? Spets is our international traveler, bro. Girl trying to go to the park and you said it's crazy. What's the weather like around your areas? Blaster, what's the weather like in the... I guess, like... I don't know what you guys call that. Is that, like, Midwestern Canada? I don't know, right? You just call it, like, Toronto area, right? Ontario? I guess you guys just say Ontario, right? Eastern is fine. Further east would be Maritimes. Oh, you guys are still considered Eastern? Because, like, if, you know, to us, like, you guys are, like, Midwest. 83. Oh, dude, I would die. I would give anything to it. Right now, it is. Actually, it's not so bad right now. It's 91. Later, like yesterday, though, it was like literally over 100. It was OD. I already went out to drop off my my shipments, and it was ridiculous. 63 for you? Oh, man, you guys are so lucky, man. It was like perfect weather here a couple weeks ago. It was like 73 and sunny, 75, 76, like that. Maybe it'd go up to 80, like at the peak of the day. Oh, that's my shit. You could like at nighttime, you can still wear a hoodie if you want. That's my perfect weather. Like if you could wear a hoodie and a t-shirt in the same day, best weather ever. All right, top artwork, go on down. I need my air gun. ¿Dónde está mi air gun? Found it. Okay, top panel. Oh, no, wait, I'm bugging. Hold up. Damn, guys, I am straight tripping right now. I can tell I haven't done a build in a week. Not even ready for that, bro. We ain't even ready for that. We didn't even put the lever on. Or the PCB. Straight bugging. Okay. Getting all my hardware ready to go. Bro, yeah, Steven, bro, it's fucking crazy. Space boy in the house. Space, you're my tournament demon the whole weekend. I'm sure you're everyone's tournament demon, though. It's crazy hot. How much for an arcade print, Johnny? 2D Terror, I don't... what does that mean, brother? Can you elaborate, 2D Terror, so I can answer that properly? I only... if you're talking about prints, I only really just do prints for my my own products at the moment, because I don't really have anybody's, like, dimensions or templates and stuff like that. If that's what you mean. Unless you are, like, one of the people... Like, just say you have your own... You make your own stuff, and you have, like, the cut files, like, the vector cut files. I may be able to help if it fits on my laser, but if you don't have the cut files as well as the templates, then kind of SOL, because that's what's needed. Okay, we're popping the lever on, guys. Guys, all my tools are just gone. I swear I leave everything right here, and they still freaking disappear, like, all the time. I swear you guys steal them from me from stream somehow. You guys have the technology. You got the technology. Technology. You guys been seeing those memes? Technology. Blaster always moves them, right? Freaking Blaster. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was Blaster the whole time. Blaster got the tech, bro. You got the kinetic over Twitch. Kinetic energies. Technology. Stay. Yeah, focus attack is the main spot. I could do hot 42, my company, BnB, and for the dub, and snack box micro I could do, and snack box and for the dub, BnB hot. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got, bro. Because those guys actually give you the templates. I signed up for some fighting competition and fan expo next week in Denver. Oh, dope, man. Good luck. Go kick ass. Kick assu. Yeah, we played, I competed all last weekend, man. I competed all last weekend. Did pretty well for myself. Okay, guys. Brook Gen 5. So we're going to be using for buttons, we're going to be using the Gravity KTs. Very, very new product. Not really that new, but sort of new. First time I got my hands on these. And they're very interesting. I'll show you guys when we get to that point. I'll use like the jab button as our example. Maybe I could do like a quick YouTube snippet for it. Actually, no, I would probably have to do that properly. Hold on. Wow. Okay, Brook board. You know what? I am gonna save this for the gentleman. Our Brook board here. Okay. Let me trash the box. We don't need the box. We have 1,000 Brook boxes. Okay. Alright, let's crack this board open. Oh, we got a Brook sticker. Nice. Boshi gets a Brook sticker. I am gonna save these. I'm gonna need these rather soon, actually. Okay. So I did order some GP2040 CE PCBs, guys. I didn't get the versions with my logo on it, though. I just got generics, just so that they were just easier to make, and we could do a group buy. So yeah, we'll have some PCBs in stock probably in the next, I want to say, month. Honestly, I don't even know what the price are going to be, because this is the first time we're going to order them with these freaking Trump tariffs. So they usually end up being like $40, but yeah, with the tariffs, like, yeah, we don't know how much that's going to change the price. Like $35-40, we'll see. Okay, guys, PCB and joystick is now installed. Okay, I'm actually gonna park this here. Stay. Okay, got that going. Now we can go back and get the artwork on. I jumped the gun earlier, guys. Let me get Frank the foam, buddy Frank. Put this here. What up, Loa? Yeah, I know. I haven't been streaming for like maybe a week or two, probably like 2 weeks, because of I haven't really had any commissions to do, and I don't know. I kind of just transitioned out from just being like a fighting game streamer. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't really my thing. I mean, I'm a fighting gamer for sure, and honestly, I'm probably more active than a lot of fighting game people. I do compete in tournaments, and I do place pretty well in tournaments. But as far as like being a content creator, like, this is my alley, like the fight stick stuff. So I'm gonna stay in my lane. If I have time and I have nothing to do, I'll definitely stream some games and whatnot. But we are, yeah, I haven't really had the haven't had the urge to stream anything besides my fight stick business type stuff. You know, with For the Dub, stuff like that. Also, this week's been really stressful, right? This week has been crazy stressful, especially here in the States, man. All this crazy world news, man. Oh my god. Tootie Terror. So my main in Street Fighter 6 is Dalsim, actually. Probably one of the only Dalsim players in my state. And I don't know, Spaceboy, are you still on? If Spaceboy's on, he'll probably be able to tell you. I'm probably the only Dalsim in the state, like, that competes. Extremely hot, yeah, facts. You don't have to talk about it, dude. Knocked over the PS5. Oh yeah, I was there. That's Shin Paolo. He's been on the stream before. You guys have seen him. We built his Frank West fight stick. If you look back my YouTube channel, you can see it. See us building his yeah, his Frank West theme fight stick, which unfortunately he can't use anymore because he got sponsored by another fight stick company. Only one I know on the East Coast is Zaf. Yeah, but Zaf switched to Jamie. He's like hardcore Jamie now. What happened? Nah, he was just so hyped from winning because like he was what do you call it? He got sent to losers by the same guy in winners finals. Got sent to losers and like won by like reset the bracket. You know, it was just like pure adrenaline release, or maybe like the opposite of adrenaline. Like the adrenaline ran out and he just got like all. He was just super hyped. That's all. It was just hype moment, you know. All right, guys, we are peeling this away. Nah, he definitely wasn't tipsy, man. He was like hyper focused in. You couldn't be tipsy competing at that level. A lot of people ask me like at the event that it was that Sunday. It's called Fighters Recess, the day after Iron Grid. It's at a bar, and everyone asked me, "Oh, how come you're not drinking? Like, you don't have a drink?" I don't like drinking when I'm competing. I'll drink after. Like, so after I got eliminated from the bracket, I had a beer. You mean Jamie? Nice. Yeah, 2D Terror. I have a lot of. I do have like a master. I almost have a master character for everybody. I have master for most of the cast besides Manon, Marissa. I think that might be it. Marissa, Elena, I didn't even start. I didn't even try it yet. Yeah, right? Like, cause Boston got Lucky D. Boston got Lucky D. Johnny's the only sim in the tri-state, I think, right? And then Doc Morales is close, but he's a little bit. He's in like he's like in DMV. Yeah, Doc Morales is probably the best sim probably on the East Coast. Because I don't know how serious Zaffarino's been taking the character. I don't think he plays him anymore. Shoot. Be right back, guys. I have to get 2 nuts. 2 nuts, guys. 2 nuts. Alright, you want some of these? You want some of these? Yeah. I haven't... I'm not confident in putting them into builds yet. Sayonara. You can get the conversion kit to change your existing JLF into the second version, but bro, I'm not gonna mess with success, man. JLF is still the king, in my opinion, at the moment. I'm gonna get my hands on a. I'm not gonna do the modification to make a JLX2. I'm gonna wait until they're actually available, and like a couple revisions. Hopefully they revise it, and then that's probably gonna be like the best Japanese lever, default lever, other than like, you know, the classics, Seimitsus and whatnot. All right, we got Wolverine versus Akuma, main theme, Marvel versus Capcom. Come on, camera. There you go. That's the top. Warak. Thank you for the follow. That sounds like the noise that would make. Yeah, that's a noise that would make when I got hit with a chancla from my dad. Warak. Okay, before I install these, I want to show you guys these new buttons from Chamba. Okay, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Chamba. It's a lot of US people pronounce it Kwamba, but it's actually not pronounced that way. It's more like Chamba. All my Chinese friends, you guys can correct me, but I believe it is actually pronounced Chamba. Anyway, Tiamba, something like that. Anyway, this is the KT, okay? This is the KT. So I have the clear variant, and I have artwork already installed in it, so you guys can see you can install artwork. Now, I don't know if you guys could see this. My camera is probably going to suck at focusing. Oh, there it is. But you see how there's 3 slots? You see how the notch is in the middle here? And then there's a slot here, and there's a slot there? Okay, so, and on top, I don't know if you guys can see that. It says 1, 2, and 3. See, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So, what you could do is you could change the height of the cap. You can change the height of the cap to activate sooner or, I guess, later. And depending on how you like your buttons to feel, you can adjust that even on the fly. Now, you can do it with your finger, but they give you a tool. Of course, they're going to give you a tool. Let me get the tool. It's basically just a suction cup. Okay. So they give you this little suction cup, and I'm going to show you. So this is setting number 2 right now. This is setting number 2, and it's the default position. You guys can see it right there. See where it says 2? So notice the height, okay? So I'm going to change this. Spaceboy, are you paying attention to this? These might be your next buttons, bro. Because you're always talking about how to make them half as tall. So anyway, I'm going to put the suction cup on, and I'm going to push down to give it like a vacuum effect. And I'm going to turn this. I'm going to turn this to position number 1, okay? So now look how low the button sits compared to how it was before. I don't know if you guys can see this, but come on, camera. Yeah, but anyway, you see how much lower it's sitting now compared to how it was before? It was definitely, and now it's a faster activation. Okay? They do ship default with it on 2. So I'm going to change it back to 2 just to have it at the default configuration. But, uh-oh, is that 2? Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're back at 2. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at the default. But you can also make it 3 and it'll be a little bit higher of a press. Very interesting though, right? So new stuff from Chamba. Gravity KT buttons. This is the clear variant. They come in different colors. This is a 30mm clear variant, and I already have some artwork I installed inside. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys think this will be kind of cool for you. For instance, like I'll give you an example, right? Just say you don't want the press to be so shallow for your main attacks, right? Just say, you know, light punch, medium punch for Street Fighter, right? Light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, light kick, medium kick, heavy kick. You want it to be a normal feeling button. But you want your DI button, your drive impact button, or your parry macro button to be activated frame perfect, because that's really important in games like Street Fighter 6. Okay? So, in that sense, you can leave your attack buttons the normal height, which is number 2 default, and then you can change the buttons that need to be frame perfect into the lowest setting to get a faster activation. So I don't know, it's just some food for thought. But what do you guys think? Let me know in chat. Dude, that's a YouTube video. I should make that YouTube video. Let me do an ending. All right, guys, this has been the Gravity KT buttons from Chamba. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm not actually peacing out. I just figured I'd record that just for future content. Actually, let me clip that. No, not clip. Let me put a marker there. There we go. Okay. Now my job is to align these buttons. Okay, so here's the other conundrum, right? Because you could switch the rotation of the cap, okay? The issue now is that if you have artwork that needs to be perfectly aligned, like this, snap it only. If you have artwork that needs to be aligned like this, now I'm in a situation where I almost have to ask my client, like, which position do you want it to be default? You know what I mean? So I guess you can, I mean, some people won't even care. To be like, whatever. It's just like a consequence of the situation. But in my case, I might have to ask my clients, like, which configuration they want as the default. I'm always just going to do 2 for now, just because that makes a lot of sense. It's the middle ground. But yeah, that can possibly change, you know? On 2, Sunny Night, yo, thank you so much for the sub with the Twitch Prime. Yeah, I'll go back and maybe grab that clip. All right, so I'm just gonna try my best to line up the buttons at the moment. So there are lines that cut through, like it's like a globe pattern. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm trying to line them up so that they're clean. But you know what? Also going forward, now that KT, Gravity KT, Okay, guys, so we are almost finished installing these buttons. Okay. I think I did a good job lining them up, and they do feel fantastic, so look at that. Okay. Get rid of this. Clean this up a bit. Okay. All right, next up, let's start the wiring process. Let me get this going. This is pretty straightforward today. I'm pretty happy today because we don't have to do like an insane wire up with like a bunch of buttons, and don't have to program the buttons. This is just a traditional 8-button, good old Vuelix layout. And sometimes I need these because I be doing these insane wire ups with all these extra buttons you guys making me do so you can bind your robot to get a beer for you. I don't know what the hell you guys do. I am going to zip tie this immediately. Shout out to my zip tie sponsor, Tanti Industrial. Running joke, guys, on the stream here. That's my zip tie sponsor. One day, it will be a reality. And I could zip tie everybody. Handcuff everybody. Zip tie people to things that when they're not looking, you know? It would be amazing. Okay, this is the lever. Okay, we're gonna install the grounds first. The ground. So if you guys are kind of new to making fighting game controllers, every button needs a ground and a signal. Signal for the actual input, and then a ground to make it activate if it gets grounded. So we're gonna install the grounds first. Make it really simple. And that's usually indicated by the black wire that I'm wiring up right now. And the black wire is also in like a daisy chain. You can always kind of tell which are the grounds because they usually put them in a daisy chain when you order them via these kits. The 20-pin kits that you can get with any old Fightstick nowadays. Fightstick PCB. Brook is one of the major ones. GP2040CE open source version. Brook's also, if you guys don't know my channel, I've been supporting Brook since it's been 10 years of supporting Brook, so shout out to Brook. Also, you got to support the open source community, which is the GP2040CE. So I use each board accordingly. If I need advanced features in order to get some things that you can't do with the Brook board at the moment, and I say that at the moment because I hear Brook is working on some new stuff, then yeah, we will use whatever's appropriate to get the job done for our amazing customers. That's basically what my plan is. You know, if you need those extra inputs and you want to be able to change profiles, we have to use GP2040CE at the moment. If you just want something simple, want it to just work, want more than one console compatibility, you know, especially the major consoles, then you could use Brook. I prefer Brooks because it's less to think about when I go to locals. It's Brook, no S at the end. Don't be that guy. don't be that guy, Ennis. But I hear what you're saying. But honestly, you want to hear something crazy though, Ennis? This new Brook board this particular board, the 5X, has been causing trouble. I'll tell you why. This board can also act as a wireless board. So if your PlayStation 5 is set to communicate via Bluetooth, this will communicate via Bluetooth and it'll be hella laggy, like 3 frames off, like really bad, like drop your combo, like why is my controller so slow bad? Okay? And in order to combat that, you have to tell the PlayStation to just either turn off Bluetooth entirely, especially at a tournament setting, that's what you should be doing anyway, so that no one can communicate via Bluetooth. Or you can do, you can go into the settings of the PlayStation and say communicate via USB when wired. That's the way to go. Honestly, the real way to go is just turn off Bluetooth in general. Yeah, 5X. So when you go to locals, just be very cautious of not of your controller, of the setup. That happened to the homie Cokes this weekend. I don't know if Spaceboy's still here, but you mean like people with Costco and calling it Costco's? Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Brooks. I got the Brooks. Yeah, but yeah, Ennis, yeah, just be really careful with that. That happened, yeah, literally happened to our homie at the local on Sunday, and he was like, he had me come over because I'm like the Fightstick guy, right? So he had me come over, like, hey Johnny, can you like look at this? And I'm like, well, what's going on? He's like, dude, like, it's so slow on, like, my inputs are just coming out like really slow. And I'm like, what board do you have? He's like, Brook. I was like, 5X? Yep. I'm like, I know what the problem is. It's not, and again, nothing wrong with the controller. It's the PlayStation is reading it as a Bluetooth controller, and that was causing the issue. Okay, guys, so we have the right side, which is this. Fusion. Yeah, UFB Fusion's actually pretty good. You want to know the secret? The best Brook board is not the Fusion, actually. It's the P5. It's like the fastest Brook board at the moment. But it doesn't support Xbox. It's just literally PlayStation 5. And not even PS4, I think. Wait, maybe it does PS4. But anyway. Yeah, P5 Plus, yeah. Yup, that's the one, bro. That's the fastest board at the moment. But it's not native PS5. It basically acts like... It acts like a legacy fight stick that's compatible on PS5. But it's good enough, you know? If you just play Street Fighter and Tekken and all that good stuff. That's all you need. Don't mess with success, guys. Yeah, P5 Plus is the jam. That's the Fusion's actually pretty slow compared to the P5. Yeah, UFB Fusion's a little slower than the P5. Like a couple frames slower. Okay, guys, so we have the start, home, and select, and this is the guitar strap mod. Okay, I'll show you guys that a little bit later. And then I'm gonna plug in the touchpad panel. Do I have, where's those wires? Oh, here we go. And that's on slot number 3. Over here. Technologically, this Gen 5 board is actually the best board. Okay? It's actually the best board. It's just, it's like, how do I say this? For people that have been using Brook products for a long time, it's a little confusing because there's so many more options than that it had before, like option to put the screen on, and like, there's like a function key now and all this extra. So a lot of legacy Brook users kind of got confused, or like, what is this? Like, why is this connecting in Bluetooth mode? Like I was just saying, telling you guys earlier, so it's a little bit different than what it used to be. So yeah, a lot of people were getting a little confused from the legacy products, including myself. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what is happening right now? Okay, we're gonna put this side on. Have you been getting a bunch of orders with the guitar strap mod since you showed it off? And this is my first one. This is the first one with that requested it. I just ask people now. I'm like, hey, you know, we have that new tech, you know, that that you helped with that, and then I was like, I could just add it, but you have to buy your guitar strap. This client actually doesn't live in the U.S. and was having trouble finding a guitar strap, so I offered to buy it for him. Shout out to Boshi. And he actually chose the same one that I was rocking on my joystick. So you're gonna see. Actually, his is the one that he ordered isn't here yet, but I can show it off on my guitar strap when we're done. Fanny pack mod. Yo, what's that about? I wanna know what the fanny pack mod is about. Okay, guys. So we're gonna pop on our 3D printed corners right now. Got our bag of parts here. One. Oh, I'm clowning. Damn, guys, I messed up already. It's blue first. Man, this one is so loose over here. I have to do that little tape hack. One sec, guys. Anytime I get like a really loose set like this, I have to put a piece of tape on the post here. I kind of like there we go. You also put a pouch on your strap for extra cables and tools. That's pretty sick, man. That's a good idea. That's a super sick idea. I didn't even know you could do that. You guys got all the tech, man. Okay. I can actually pop this on now. It's a little loose, so I'm gonna add the shims that I made. Okay. So this, what you're seeing right now, these sides, for anyone that has looked through my stuff, this is commission only. I only offer these type of corners and sides with my commissions. If you guys, I've been saying this every single stream, but I need to let it be known. The reason why I'm only doing this commission is because they basically like they're a little unique every single time that you try to do that these sides. Like the spacing is a little bit different because the acrylic that you use for laser cutting, the specs can be vastly different every single time. Meaning that if you order 1/4 inch, sometimes their 1/4 inch is actually 0.22 instead of 0.25, right? Sometimes it's 0.27. Like the specs change for all these. I even order acrylic from the same company, and even the acrylic has the same badges, meaning that it's made by the same company, like same source manufacturer. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. I've been talking to and it's just how it is. It's like part of the industry. It's like, yep, the variance can be anywhere from, 0.22 to 0.27 or whatever. So it's crazy. Nothing I could really do about it other than just prepare as much as I can. So sometimes these fit perfect. Sometimes I need to add like little pieces to make them fit properly. It's weird. Oh, snap. Another Marvel stick. I have the Marvel. Oh, is that you, Hybrid? I remember that one, man. I think I only did one of them. I think I only did one of them. This is like a Marvel, not just Marvel 2. It's like a little bit of all the games. But it's very Marvel 2 aesthetic, though, because I kind of wanted that aesthetic. But it's definitely like a little bit of all the games. Okay, let's continue on, guys. Let's go get... Okay, this one's a little loose, too. Have to get another piece of tape. Actually just gonna put this on right here. You see, like, I don't want people to be doing this type of stuff, like having to make adjustments. And the other thing I found too is that these posts, the diameters are different too. Like this one, I didn't need anything. These two, I needed to add tape. Crazy. Like everything has a little variance, man. You know what I mean? There we go. Let me just get another piece of tape anyway. Let's see how these fit. Yep, this one needs it too. Okay. Just gonna leave that there. Yeah, this has been the best solution so far. Man, it's actually still not thick enough. Pause. Yes. Okay, nice. Okay. And get Okay, so now that these are in, you see how that doesn't move at all? Awesome, right? I wonder if printing the corner pieces out of something flexible like TPU would help cover the variances. Probably right, Kinetic, but you know how, I don't know, like, every time I work with TPU, it just becomes like a disaster. You know, I only worked with it, like, not with my laser. I worked with it with a friend's setup, and it was, like, troublesome, man. It just, you know, like, you have to have the most perfect 3D printing setup for TPU. Like, everything must be freaking dried perfectly. It's kind of crazy. Like, it has to be, like, literally dry to work with TPU. Like, no humidity. Like, very low humidity. You know? So yeah, at the moment, the best thing I found is just these manual little like shims that I've been making, you know, to work with the variances. And this is why I won't release it to the public, just because you have to be kind of crafty and know what you're doing. The guys that have been asking me if they can do it on their own have only been like very experienced builders, and I have to sit and tell them exactly what the issues are. And if they can handle it, then I'll be like, okay, I'll print you a set of the sides, and, you know, and I'll send along, like, the little shims that I have. But, yeah, just be warned, you know what I'm saying? Okay. What else we got? We have to do we have to do the internal cable. Let's go get that. Got that somewhere here. Here you go. Internal cable. Plug this in. Yep. Okay. This is ready to go. Let's go ahead and pop our front cover. I'm sorry, the USB panel on. Put that on, but we need our little shims. Okay. Okay. Let's get this installed. Nice. That floated right in, man. I'm just gonna zip tie this here so there's an anchor point. Okay. Nice. Oh man. We're kind of cooking along this build today, guys. Pretty happy. I think it's because it's like less of a complex build. Just kind of straightforward, traditional fight stick build today. Okay. So far, that looks pretty neat, right? Forge, what's up, brother? How you been, man? So I'm just bolting down all the other ports that we're not going to be using. Just because if you don't do this, they actually rattle. It's kind of annoying. Okay. That's good to go. All right, so before I put on that front panel, we're actually going to pop on the LEDs. I mean, sorry, the bottom panel with the LEDs, okay? Guys, I am dropping literally everything. The hell? Alrighty. So I'm gonna angle this whole setup like this. Okay. Let me just go ahead and install those two shims on here right away. Work grind, I hear you, brother. I'm doing the same thing, except it's funner. But I bet it's funner. I'm betting it's funner. I'm not gonna... I'm gonna assume it's funner. Does anyone have a fun job that they absolutely love? Or is everyone just like, meh, can't wait to get out of work? Okay, I gotta check one thing. I have to check on my... Let's see. We're using a 5X. Here's the PDF, right? I want to open this real quick. I just want to make sure what ports go where. I do this every time I don't use the 5X in a while. So 1, 2... No. Where's the connection? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was right. 1 and 6. So red and ground is in the middle. Got it. There it is. Ground in the middle. Software engineering is back and forth, to be honest. Some days it's really frustrating. Some days it feels really good. That's cool. As long as you get some sort of like excitement out of it, you know? If it's a dread the whole time, you probably should move on. You know what I mean? Like, I got super depressed in my last job. Like, literally, like, was like super depressed. I was like, why am I doing this? You know, when you start questioning that, it's time to move on, man. And I stayed longer than I thought, than I should have. I just didn't know what to do, you know? It lets me have the fun later. That's cool. Okay. Okay, so that's the plug for, this is the USB port for the LEDs that I just snipped off. And I just stripped it out so I could see the red and the black cable. So red is power, black is ground. Okay. Now that I have that, I actually goofed. I should have done this first, but that's okay. We could just backtrack. Okay, so let's... Whoa! Light! Light almost crashed. Let's peel this off. Nice. Okay. Clean that off. Let me get the bottom artwork, guys. Woo! Wow! It's alive! Okay. Blast all the dust off. Yo, Taj, what's up? I'd rather not be working, but I don't hate my job. Taj the God. What's up, Taj? We millionaires yet? What happened? Where we at? All right, here we go. Pop the bottom on. This is the first time in a long time that we actually are doing some bottom artwork with a cover. Usually a lot of people have been doing the foamies instead. They like the foam bottom, but if you are more of like a collector and you want a custom stick for, like, you know, aesthetic purposes as well as playing, it's kind of cool to do the bottom. Lace it up, you know what I mean? Got everything covered. We scheming? That's all we need to do, bro. Okay, guys, let me pop this front cover on first. Let's do this. Bong. Bong bong. Okay. Let me bring this whole thing over here. Okay. Woo! All right. Bottom cover nice and snug. Marvel's Capcom stick. That boy getting ready for the new Marvel fighting game I see. Yeah, but that's not on Marvel, though. Think about that. Think about that, the King. It's on It's on what you call it? That's Marvel Tokon. Yo, should we add yellow? I think I'm gonna add yellow feet. No, wait, hold up. Let me think about this. Do I have yellow feet? I could 3D print some feet real quick. I might have to do that. I wonder how long it's gonna take. Let's see. I was just gonna put generic feet on, but I could put 3D printed feet. It'll probably be ready by the time. I could use a drink of water too. I'm kind of cooked. Yeah, right? All right, let's 3D print some feet. Not some foot fetish stuff. Just little pegs with screws on them. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Let's overwrite this, synchronize it, slice it. Hold up, guys. Where is... Yeah, okay. This is gonna take... I don't know how long it's gonna take. 12 minutes? We could wait 12 minutes, right? We'll wait 12 minutes. You know what I'll do? I forgot. I have to... gotta bolt in the middle pieces anyway. So let's do that. 3D printer is gonna kick it out. So in 15 minutes, we'll have some nice feet that we didn't plan for, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, that'll look fire if we added some feet. Okay. Oh no, guys, we need some of these. We gotta get a pair of these. Be right back. All right, we got a pair of these. $12 minutes, nothing, right? Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Where's my screwdriver? When is Tokon releasing, guys? Taj would know this stuff. Also, Taj, you still playing Fatal Fury or what? Or... Yo, James with the gift subs. 2026. Thank you, James. I appreciate you, man. Everybody who just got a sub from James, please thank the man. Next year, King. I appreciate it, James. One of the next builds that we got coming up is actually for James. We're just doing the right thing and getting the right components. And one of the components happens to be from my homie from AFS. And he was on vacation, so we were waiting for him to kind of get home so I can order this one part. But now he's home, so just waiting on that part to come. Alright guys, let's remove this. While we're still waiting for our 3D print to be done, we will do the Brook firmware update. But first of all, I need some freaking water, dog. I am thirsty as hell. What do you think so far? Look at this. So this is Wolverine versus Akuma, and then Marvel versus Capcom. Like that. Those are the two characters that he really wanted to showcase. And then Marvel versus Capcom. Just put a peppering of everything. We paid an ode to some of the games. I did this logo actually on the front. This is not a real Marvel vs. Capcom logo. I actually did that logo. Some of the banners there. You like this one, dude? Yeah, so we're not done yet. We still have to finish it up. What's the part? It's a WASD board because we're doing a WASD. stick. All right, guys. I will be right back. I'm just gonna go get some water. It's literally gonna take me like 30 seconds. All right, so BRB. Actually, I can take you guys with me. I have my wireless mic with me, so you guys can come with me while I get some water. I'll also bring back a surprise. Right. All right, on my way back with the surprise. All right, guys. We got Boltster the God. Just came to say hi. Everybody say hi to Bolt. B-O-L-T. That's his name, like Lightning Bolt. My big boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. What's up, Bolt? Everyone's saying hi to you, Bolt. He's been super chill lately. I haven't actually hung out with him today. Felt bad, so I wanted to go grab him. Oh, Abs, what's up, Abs? Yeah. So this is Boltster. He's pretty big, right? Yeah, I should make a cool Bolt arcade stick, right? Yeah, he definitely helps with the builds. He actually does all the pre-work for the builds. Bolt does all the pre-work for the builds, and then you know, I just do the what do you call it? The assembling. He's really the mastermind behind everything. Yo, young Matt, what up, Matt? Young Matt team with the raid. We are everybody from Matt's stream. We're working on this build. We're just waiting for a 3D printed part to finish. Marvel vs. Capcom. We're almost done with this build. And while we're waiting for our 3D printer to finish it up, we're hanging out with my bearded dragon. Actually, my family's bearded dragon. This is Bolt. B-O-L-T. What's up, Bolt? Yeah, everyone's saying what's up. Everybody from Matt's stream. What do we get into? Some Salty Ken? A bunch of Jinrai nonsense? Shout out to Matt. Matt, if you're on the chat, what did you finish at Iron Grid? 4th or 5th or something like that? Third, that's right. Third. I thought it was like Umali. I forgot, bro. This guy mains, Bolt mains, Blanca. Bolt's a Blanca main. He was playing over here. Where are you going, dude? Don't sit on the lever, Bolt. Bolt's doing a level 3. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so we're printing some yellow feet right now. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen. Printing these 3D printing these yellow feet. It's going pretty slow though. We still have like, it says 3 minutes, but it's got to cool down, so we really have like 10 minutes. Yeah, Bolt got better tech than all of us. That's facts. I don't want to put him on top of the stick, though, because his nails are a little sharp. I do have to be careful while handling him. He does have very sharp nails. You see these claws here. Sometimes when he gets a little antsy, he will, like, claw at me. Right, here he goes. He's getting antsy. Ow, buddy. Yep. And I'll show you my hand after this. You miss your beardy, Lux? Yeah, look at my hand. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like scratches all over. Oh, it's hard to see with the camera. But yeah, he's a good guy though. These are awesome pets, man. I mean, you definitely have to care for them. They're not, I mean, of course, but like a lot of people will tell you that bearded dragons are like you just kind of like just let them be. That's not true. You do have to take care of them like every day. They are kind of like, I want to say like they're a little needy. You know, they definitely are a little needy. You know what I mean? They definitely are a little needy. And you do have to like, no, you can't jump on my back, dude. You can't jump on my back. Ow. You can't jump on my back. Dude's name was his name was Tripod. He lost a foot in a fight with another one. Oh my god, that's crazy. So you had like an amputee beardy. That's cool. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about bearded dragons, I mean, I'm not the super expert, but I can tell you, I can answer from my experience with this guy. I had iguanas before. These guys are much more docile compared to iguanas. My iguana only got docile to me and my mom. Everybody else, it'd want to kill. It would whip the crap out of them. Alright guys, I'm going to go put him back in his enclosure. I'll be right back. Alright? Be right back. And then we're almost done with this 3D printed stuff, so that should be good. Alright, be right back, guys. And I'm going to wash my hands. I forgot. Got to wash my hands for sure. Okay. Let's do the Brook update while we're waiting. Let's do the Brook update. Okay. Where is my USB cable? Let me get that. So we're going to hold down share and home and plug in. Okay. Ooh, we got LEDs, guys. Look at the LEDs. LEDs are good. Let's go check. Let's do this update. Yeah, Joe, I'll do them all the time. We did like a tattoo one the other before. Did like a skateboard stuff. We do. This was like just recently too. Okay, well, hold on. This is updating, guys. Let's see. Let's go to our photo library. Shmups. That's cool. Look, I mean, look. This is Earthworm Jim. Last build was Earthworm Jim. That's not a fighting game. This is an anime. We do a lot of anime. This is Dark Souls. Joe, yeah, weren't you on stream for like all of these, dude? You're like on stream for all of these. You're bugging, bro. You forget already? Not fighting game. Yamato? I mean, that's One Piece. right? Not a fighting game. Dark Souls, not a fighting game. An Egyptian god. Egyptian god, not a fighting game. These are all the most recent ones. This, not a fighting game, right? This is for Fallout. For Fallout 5, not a fighting game. All these have not been fighting games. Okay, here, then finally we're at a fighting game. Tekken. Here's another one. These are just tattoos. Not a fighting game. Anime. I don't know if that counts, right? A lot of variety, bro. Here we go. Solo leveling. Not really a fighting game, right? Solo leveling. That's not a fighting game. Joker. Not a fighting game. One Punch Man. That counts as a fighting game. Spider-Man. You know. Anime stuff. A lot of anime stuff. People love the anime stuff. Gundam. More anime stuff. Just fancy stuff, like really clean builds. This is for Ant. Oros, this League of Legends. Green Lantern, not fighting game. So I would say a lot of it is not fighting games. Okay, update is done. 3D print is also done. Let me, I'm gonna let it kind of marinate a little bit. One sec. Sometimes you have to like let it cool down significantly. Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to. I could just bring the whole plate over. So if you're lazy and don't want to wait for your 3D print to cool, you could just bring the whole plate over and kind of flex it, and they just kind of pop off. See? There we go. All right, let me put it back. All right, we got our feet done. You know what? What else we have to do? We have to set this to auto detect mode. Okay. And then the last mode, we'll set it to Capcom mode, which is up. Okay. So that is all the modes that you need to set for the Brook 5X. Let's flip this over. Get the last bit of this going. And that's going to involve our feet as well as... I'm sorry, no, the feet plus the foam. The foam. Fresh 3D printed feet. You know, we did that on the fly today because we needed it to look fly. I wish I had blue bolts, but I don't even think those exist. Oh, that looks so good. Chris Pine was supposed to be in the movie Dunkirk. He turned it down since he's already Dunkirk. Anybody watching the Formula 1 movie? I'm going to go watch it tomorrow with wifey. I'm also a Formula 1 fan, so... we went and got ticks. All right, here we go. Got the last foot to install. Between Norris and Piastri, who do you think has a better chance? I think Oscar probably. I think just Oscar is more like stable as a person. You know what I mean? I kind of want to see McLaren win it. You know, I was a fan of McLaren when Danny Rick went over. Like I started really like wanting McLaren to kind of win. But yeah, I just want to see any other team other than Red Bull win this year. You gonna go see it Sunday, James? Nice, man. Yeah, I got Tix tomorrow night. We got a late show. Oh, yo, watch it in IMAX, dude. You gotta watch it in IMAX. Make sure you watch it in IMAX. Because like I heard it's like so much better in IMAX. You've been a McLaren fan. Well, I mean, I love the cars. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely a Drive to Survive F1 fan. That's how I got into it. I got into it by accident. So I'll tell you this. You may have heard the story if you've been in the stream before, but I got into Formula One because my best friend was getting married, and his wife is also a chef, right? So her favorite chef is from Montreal. Oh, like one of the chefs that she really looked up to was from Montreal. Okay, so they decide, and my buddy was a Formula One fan. So when they got married, they decided to do their wedding in Montreal, and they made it during the F1 weekend, and the wedding was actually at his fiance's favorite chef's restaurant. Okay, so one of the activities that weekend was go to the Formula One race as well as the wedding. So what we did, I wasn't into Formula One yet, but he's like, hey, we're going to actually, be around that area. If you want to know about Formula One, watch this show. And it was Drive to Survive. And I didn't go to the race because I thought, oh, I'm not into it. Like, why would I go to the race? But I should have. But anyway, I ended up started watching Drive to Survive from that day on. And then that's where it basically, that's how I got into it. So it was kind of like a happy accident type thing. I don't know what, there's like a smudge here of something. Don't know what it is though. Let me get a piece of tape. If you have a smudge of something, try getting a piece of tape and lifting up with the tape. That usually does the trick, but... Oh yeah, it's working. It's working, guys. Makes sense if you like Danny Rick. Yeah, he definitely got. I mean, he's definitely like an enigmatic figure in the sport. You know what I mean? Well, not anymore, but he was. He's probably done. I don't think anyone's gonna give him a seat, unless they give him like a reserve drive for Cadillac or something like that. But that's basically the only thing I can see. Okay, guys. Let's do a quick playtest. Oh, we have to pop on the ball top. Woo! Gotta put the ball top on. Oh! Killer. Alright, let's do a quick playtest. Make sure everything is right. And then we'll do the final walkthrough of the stick. Let's clean up a little bit too while we're at it. Plug it in. Hope I did everything right. Shout out to Boshi. He is our Patreon for this build. Patron. He's our patron for this build. Okay. Let me turn on the game. Kinetic, have you been seeing all the the Bottas skits on TikTok or YouTube, whatever, I don't even know, Instagram, where he's like, he pulls up to a Cadillac, he's like, I like this seat. These are nice seats. Pretty funny, man. I probably think Bottas is gonna get the seat. He's like why wouldn't he? Corey, I prefer ball top. Just I feel like I have way more control with a ball top. Yeah, he's a good drive. I know, dude. Like, I mean, he basically just lost to Lewis the whole time, you know? I mean, that's not really a bad thing. And he was super competitive. Yeah, it's so good. I love it, man. I'm a big fan of him. I'm definitely a big Valtteri fan. Only two drivers who could beat him were, yeah, Verstappen and Hamilton. Yep. Unless, like, he DNF'd or something crazy like that, right? Alright, let's test this out, gents. Yep. Oh, I don't have my 6 God button. Nice. Yeah, I'm so used to having my 6 God button. Okay, everything does work, guys. Parry, make sure parry works. Yep. There we go. Yeah, I'm used to my thumb button being there. I feel that way, hold the stick, the bat top gives me more surface area. That's why you like bats. Like, I feel like I have much more precision when I play on a ball top. The bat top kind of feels like... Yeah, you're right about the surface area, but I feel like I don't have enough control. Because you actually have a wider diameter on the ball top. So if you play like more with your wrist, I would say bat top's better, but if you play with your fingers, I think ball top's better. Does that make sense? Nah, that doesn't work. Ah. Man, I can't get this. I can't get the super to work. Bean top? What's that? Alright, guys. Stick does work, guys. I think I put it through a pretty good pace. There we go. I just wanted to get the level 3 out. Yep. Everything seems to be working, guys. Okay. Let's do a final... Oh, wait. Yeah, actually, part of the walkthrough we'll do the connection of the, what do you call it, guitar strap. Okay, here we go. Alright, guys, so we do have the build done for the homie Boshi. Marvel vs. Capcom theme, highlighting Akuma and Wolverine. That's the battle right there. A bunch of characters in the background. Hold on, let me turn the game on. The game is crazy loud right now. You just hear Bison yelling at us. Close. Okay. Alright, here we go. Build for Boshi is done. Marvel vs. Capcom, highlighting Wolverine versus Akuma throughout the build. Got a bunch of the characters scattered all over. Capcom on the top there. Marvel on the bottom. We have the very specific games that feature both Marvel and Capcom in the same game. So X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel's Capcom 1, MVC 2, MVC 3, then Marvel's Capcom Infinite. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite on the bottom. We have just like a nice Marvel's Capcom tag there. That's the top. Okay, moving on to this side. A little bit of some banners with some of the characters in the game. Again, Wolverine and Akuma. Chillin', these are from the UMVC 3 sprites. And we also have this logo here. I actually made this logo versus like taking it from the games. I just kind of put the logos together. And then we have another little banner over here. Okay, we're going to flip it to this side. This row, mash up a bunch of characters over there. All right. Flipping over to the USB panel, we have like a comic style drop right there. It says, "When Worlds Unite." Another banner over here with Cap and Chun. USB has like a little POW in the background. This one has Akuma, Cyclops, and Chun. A little bit, another mashup on this one. And then on this corner, in this corner, a little bit more of the poster. Bunch of characters. Oh, I see Hauser over there. Zangief in the buttons. And as you can see, the buttons are reacting to my voice. So these are sound sensitive buttons. Pretty cool, right? What? Said Jick. What? What? Also, it reacts to mashes too. You can just mash and it'll light up. Okay, on the bottom side, we have the big poster, bunch of characters again, and then I found this amazing wallpaper from this artist. I can't pronounce his name, but you can see the insignia in the bottom corner. I know it's horrible on stream, but I'm trying to get it for you guys. I left the artist signature there because I didn't want to not give him any credit for that. But yeah, amazing piece from Wolverine and Akuma. And then another just mashup of a bunch of characters here. We just 3D printed these feet, the yellow feet as a highlight, and then corner foams so I can maximize the artwork and still have some grip. Also, we do have the Gravity KT buttons over here. You could take the little plunger tool that this can come with, this guy here, and you can adjust whether you want a fast activation. If you turn it to the left, I believe it's going to be a faster activation. If you turn it to the right, it'll be a slower activation. But right now, it's set on the middle setting. Okay, and then we have removable ball top and shaft via the Freak Mods Link EX Groove kit. This is my custom dust washer that you can get if you get it for the dub. I do sell these independently if you just kind of want the dust washer. It does have like my logos and kick and punch pattern. That pops on right there. And then the last kind of cool feature is it does have this post here. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug this. LED is gonna go bye-bye. And then we're gonna grab, I don't know if this is exactly compatible because I'm using a different kit, and this is my personal guitar strap, but these click in to the sides here. You see this post right here. Okay, see that little post? You can click these in. Let me see if this one fits. It should fit. Seems like it's the same. Oh yeah, it does fit. Okay, so that's clicked in. It's just like an actuator type thing. You just kind of push down on this little bearing here. See that? Okay, and then click that there. Nice. All right, and now we have guitar strap mod all done. Okay, look at that. Take it to the tournament. Peace out, guys. You know what I mean? Rock it like this. You can rock it over your shoulder. But what do you guys think, man? Yep, we can fit Korean levers. So this is the one I made this the skinnier version, King. So this one is a skinnier version. But yeah, it will fit. It will fit what do you call it? Korean levers if you just choose my standard height. Ten out of 10. Thank you, Jick. Appreciate that, bro. All done. All done, guys. So this is my commission spec. I want to let that be known, guys. This version of the stick is my commission spec. My DIY version does not have the 3D printed corners, nor you could do this mod by yourself. You could just get that, but 3D printed corners is and yeah, some of the other options which is not included is like for instance the middle screw. My DIY one doesn't have that one. All right, so this is my commission spec because I have full control. I can kind of control where everything goes and make sure everything fits properly. I literally have never bought any other stick ever since I started getting your kits. Your work, all I know, I gotta stay that way. Thank you, bro. You know what the difference is? I think, okay, I'm gonna answer that, and I'm not trying to like dog on anybody. A lot of people who do what I do don't really play the games. Like, they don't really play. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they don't compete. You know, they don't, yeah, they just like maybe they're fantastic engineers that love fighting games, but I think that the fact that I do play competitively and I have my ear to the ground on what the community wants, is kind of like one of my legs up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep pushing, guys. You know, you let me know if there's anything that you know the community is absolutely needing, and I'll try my best to accommodate. That's basically what it is. All right. Awesome. This is going to go across the Atlantic Ocean, guys. I got to pack this up like super godlike because this is going to the UK. So definitely going to the UK. Big up to the UK. 3D printed corners again. And then we have the 3D printed feet, 3D printed USB housing. Super dope, man. Dude, I don't even want to let this one go. I never want to let these go. I always want to keep every single build. All right, guys. Dude, yeah, I've shipped. I mean, I'm definitely gonna knock on wood, but I've shipped a ton of stuff overseas, and you know, I've shipped a ton of sticks. I kind of have my packing process down, so I'm not too worried about, you know, that situation, and I always insure it, and yeah, I always insure it properly. So, all right. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks so much for tuning in. I do have to wait for Boshi's official guitar strap because his is still coming in the mail, but at least the build is done and I can take some photos and whatnot. Alrighty. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next build. If I can just stream randomly, maybe some Street Fighter, maybe I will. If not, I will just see you guys in the next build. Alright, guys. Take care. Have a fantastic rest of the day. You know, do me a favor. Whoever you love most, family, kids, friend, you know, definitely give them a what's up or a hug or a kiss or whatever it is, and just appreciate them, because that is what is most important in life. And, you know, yeah, the reason why I'm saying this, because one of my friends just lost his brother today, and he wished he spent more time with him, type stuff, and that's really, it really hit home. So anyway, yeah, you guys do that. Hit up your favorite person in life, your favorite people, and just let them know that you're there. That would be really dope. All right, spread love, guys. We out of here. Peace.